There's a lot of people, they already got shit set up the way they want it to match their agenda, their intentions, right? Y'all coming in and you ain't these people that's already around them with the wool pulled over your eyes. You not seeing them through this lens of, oh, poor them, or damn, that's bruh. You know we got to show up for bruh. Or you know that sis got them kids, bro. We got to come through. You ain't that. So you coming in saying certain shit, and that shit is highly offensive. You coming in bringing up certain stuff that could get done by this particular person, and the shit is really making them feel like you trying to do something to them, right? You can't understand it because you trying to help. You trying to create growth. You trying to spark new thoughts. You trying to solve. Them people ain't trying to solve that shit because it ain't no problem for them. It's a manipulation tool.
Salute, Bread Squad, and welcome to the Righteous Fear. Welcome to class. Now today, guys, I want to have a serious talk with you guys. I want to have a serious talk with you about the woman with the wayward words. Remember, the Most High, our God, our Creator, told us and gave us a warning from the adulterous woman, that's the cheating woman, and the woman with the wayward words, that's that slick woman, guys. That's the slicksters. So y'all check out the intro, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the slick black woman that most of us was raised by, and now we getting manipulated by. All right? First things first, gang. Let me address my recent statement that went viral about it only taking one to make a baby. And I mean that. It only takes one. Now, see, I'm a man. So if you're a female and you hear a female say it take one, then you will assume that she's talking about the man. But because I'm a male and you're a female, when you hear a male say it take one, you're gonna automatically say it take two, because you're trained and you're conditioned to have that exit strategy, that exit plan. This channel is about personal growth. That means you gonna take it personal, and you should. So that one person is me, that one person is you. So when I say it take one person to make a baby, that is true. That is also true. And remember, I have two girls. I have two daughters, two black daughters, right? 22 and 17, and neither of them is accidentally pregnant, because this is what I teach them. This is what I teach them. I don't teach them it take two to make a baby. Ain't it funny how all of the kids that were taught it take two to make a baby, those are the ones that accidentally get pregnant, right? If it take two to make a baby, why don't the man get some of those benefit packages that come with having this baby? If it take two to make a baby, how is it that a lesbo woman can wake up tomorrow and say, I want to have a baby, and guess what? She gonna have a baby, boy. Yeah, it don't take two. It take one. The decision of one person. I never met a responsible female that did not want to get a baby. Let's go to this.
I don't understand weak black women coming in my comment section showing me the fact that you are an immature, uneducated, unloving black woman. Everything that is coming out y'all's mouth about men and child support is about financial gain, and it has nothing to do with your children's mental, emotional, or spiritual health. It is about money. Most black women do not like their children. Most black women are very dependent on a man, but they want to claim independent when they're not. They're dependent. Women walk around America. Y'all want to tell men, oh, you can't tell me that I can't have them. But you're telling these men that they're responsible for getting you pregnant. So why are you telling them that they can't tell you to have an abortion or not? Why? You're a dependent. You can only take care of your child if the man is there. You can only fully support your child if the man is there. So the man should be able to tell you to get rid of the baby.
Confusion, right? And we know who the author of confusion is, right? This is why I say you got to be mindful. It's two types of women. You got your virtuous woman. She ain't included in this foolishness. But you got your adulteress, and you got your wayward worded woman. The wayward worded woman, that's the manipulator. That's the master manipulator, guys. And see, the thing that Lilith do, because Lilith know her beauty is what attracts the man. And what keeps the man is her ability to have babies. You know what I mean? So this is why it only takes one to have a baby. Because women know that they're only valued to have a baby by a man so that the man can take care of her through the fact that she have his baby. If she did not have the man baby, then the man would not be having to take care of her at all in the eyes of God. You know what I mean? You get that? Let's let that settle in right quick. So logically, when you see these women running around here with 2, 3, and 4 kids, those women thought that they were going to just have a man's baby and he was going to take care of them. They made that mistake 2, 3, and 4 times. Not one time did they think, let me get up off my ass and do something with myself. Because if they would have thought to let me get up off my ass and not be a lazy bum like their mama, they would have found purpose and they wouldn't even had that many kids to begin with. They wouldn't have been that irresponsible because they would have had something to lose. So then they would have understand it take one to make a baby, and they would have made sure they didn't take themselves off birth control. They could have take one person to take yourself off birth control. You know what I mean? It take one person to not require somebody put a condom on. And again, fellas, it take one person to not put that Jimmy on. So this is why it take one to make a baby. And that includes the man. It's just that I'm a man. So when I tell you it, it automatically triggers you because you're so used to the safety net. You're so used to being able to blame something else on somebody else and not take no personal accountability. It take one person to make a baby, yo.
I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, people ask me if I use the same donor when they find out I'm pregnant again. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, my reproductive endocrinologist is the first person I call when I'm ready to have another kid. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, people tell me they were going to do this too, but then they got into a relationship. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, people ask me for my embryos as if I signed up for a never-ending pay-it-forward club. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, random men tell me they would have been my sperm donor when they find out. No thanks. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, people ask me if they can see what my donor looks like or if he has more vials available so they can use him. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, I'm going to tell my kids how they got here. It's not a secret. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, I blame all her weird traits on my donor, even though they're actually just like me. I'm a single mom by choice. Of course, people ask me about the dad, even though I say donor over and over and over again.
Right? When two people are in a relationship where we are understanding what we're doing, and this is something that we've discussed, right? We didn't just start doing this, but we had a conversation and we've discussed this, and outside of just the words, the actions are matching, that we are in something that we're both taking serious. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth before I start talking about this other stuff, right? Listen to the words before I get into this other stuff, because other stuff gonna trick out of y'all. This part is the light work, right? There is a difference in the other stuff I'm about to talk about in situations where me and so with each other, right? Regardless of what y'all understand our title to be. He know with him, I know with me. We can unprotected, having intimate, doing our thing, and we understand the risk we take it because we don't be putting on condoms. And we've had conversations about what if this occurs. And then as we have these conversations, watch this, because this is the part y'all leave off, right? As we have conversations about this, I'm not just listening to what the nigga telling me, his lifestyle and the things he got going on, and his character matches up with what he's telling me he would do if I end up pregnant or if we end up in certain scenarios off of our unprotected. And as the man, likewise, I ain't just talk to this by if she gonna be a good mom or if she would ever keep my kids from me, right? I'm looking at her character behind these words as I deal with her while we've been unprotected. Do her actions, her behavior match? Most of y'all did not do that. You're out of that category. So let's talk about the categories that y'all kids was actually born in, right? And notice I didn't even put marriage on it or not, right? I'm a firm believer in marry before you carry. I wish someone had told me that when I was in my young adult years, under 22, 23 years old, right? Just out here experiencing sex and things like that, right? I'm a firm believer in marry before you carry. But even if you're in a marriage, you got some people that are in a marriage that ain't a real marriage, and you got some people that are. What the difference is exactly what I was just talking about. Both parties understanding what they're in and they're behaving as such, even during the points where they make mistakes and not. Because y'all think that a good man or a good woman falls under a person just being perfect, right? But nonetheless, most of y'all don't fall in this category. So let's go over to the categories that you do fall in, right? Most of y'all talking to somebody, most of it is through digital communication. You link up, y'all done fucked a few times, you ended up pregnant. Most of y'all was in a toxic relationship. You going back and forth, makeups, breakups. You come around and get pregnant, right? Keep the baby. A lot of y'all was side pieces to somebody that's dealing with somebody else, right? A lot of y'all was in situations where it wasn't no side piece. You just, it's really an open relationship, but that ain't what you calling it, but that's what it is because he and the girl across town and you was on him too. And a lot of y'all was in situations where you want to make a bitch mad, so you stuck on this dude knowing that she been on him too, and then you got pregnant and you kept the baby because it was going to make her feel some type of way. A lot of y'all dudes, you conceived the baby or you got your baby mama fucking with another nigga that you had beef with, or a lot of y'all, you was around here in a space where you was one of them homosexuals. You ain't have your basics together, and so this bitch was low self-esteem, willing to put on and give anything to have a man, so she let you move in with her and the kids she already got, or if she ain't had none, she allowed you to move in, fronting the bill for you, letting you use her car, buying stuff, and because of that, you was more comfortable dicking her down raw, and that's how you conceive your child. It's a lot of y'all was in relationships where it is agreed upon that we go together, but neither one of us ever have any real conversations, nor do we check to see if our character matches the shit we be saying. So we just in a relationship telling each other anything, and then this is how, you know, the unprotected sex keep going. We end up having a child and we don't see eye to eye on shit. It's a lot of y'all, you was running from your caregivers, meaning you was trying to get out your mama house. This nigga was willing to like you. He was giving you money. It was allowing you to be away from home, show up with certain stuff in front of your family, which made you feel accomplished, which made them look like they was wrong about you being the black sheep of the family or whatever it have you. And that's how you got pregnant from that nigga. A lot of y'all, you invested right in your household as a child, and because you was violated, your parent or your, you know, whoever your caregiver was didn't take up for you. It made you hypersexual. So at a young age, you was raw with people that you barely even talked to. It was just about the sex, and you ended up with a child while you were a child, right? It's a lot of y'all, you in situations where you understood the responsibility. You done had an abortion or two before, but it's this one situation with this nigga that you trying to prove a point out of spite, and that is why you kept the baby and you are his baby mama. It's a lot of y'all, you went and got a bitch pregnant to make you mad that you really want to be with. This was the only thing to get her attention because you had to lied and cheated so much she stopped even being studying your ass. The stuff you putting on social media or you calling her phone or showing up didn't work. So now you went another fucking raw, really trying to lock in with another hoe to make the bitch you want to be with for real mad, and now you end up getting that girl pregnant. She ain't really nobody to you. Y'all don't see eye to eye. You don't really know her, and now that's your baby mama and you trying to raise a child with her, and it's not going well. A lot of y'all children were not born out of love, and if you're not willing to be honest about this at first, you're gonna set yourself up every time to believe that you're a victim when you're not. So you lying to yourself. And remember, Love Dorsey always tell y'all, the worst lies is the ones you tell your motherfucking self. Just breathe, take that in, because I got a lot more to say. It ain't a lot going on. This is what be going on. Y'all just used to people getting on the internet and believing y'all's sob story instead of getting to the root. Most of us was fucking raw with somebody that we was not on the same page with. We were not equally yoked. We were not worried about the right shit. Just letting it sink in. This is the real situations in which y'all children were birthed. And so when you birth children in situations like this, you cannot take the traditional concept of what a man's supposed to step up and do, how a woman is supposed to behave, and try to apply it to the outcome of your whorish behaviors on both genders, not just one. Y'all want to take what grandma sacrificed and stuck around with and apply it to this bullshit. Y'all want to take what granddaddy stepped up and bared the responsibility for and apply it to this bullshit. It don't go like that. Y'all on that love and hip hop shit where y'all have a baby with a married man and then show up saying, I want my son to be treated the same way the other kids is going to be treated. Are you dumb? Y'all want to step out on your family family have a baby on the side and you want everybody to be quiet about it and not hold you accountable for your reputation, for what your actions fucking created. That don't go right now in this culture. It is. Most of these kids is born from fucking tragedy. The child itself is a blessing. The situation in which the child was born from, fucking tragedy. It's like when Tupac said a rose that grew from concrete, the baby was born from some hard ass bullshit. Can it bloom into a flower? Yes. But y'all ain't willing to even be honest about what the flower need to grow. Everybody lying to their mucking selves. Hoes walking around saying every nigga is a deadbeat when they ain't. Just walking around acting like it did something to them when, sir, you're in control of what you squirt off in. You do have control over your own. But guess what?
This is how it was written. But we know that nowadays, these modern women have manipulated everything that was written for a submissive housewife that didn't have all these government Satan, all this shit that government Satan awards the women nowadays. The women that they wrote those rules and the Bible for, she didn't have all that. That's why they wrote the rules and the Bible is written the way it is written for the man to take care of the virtuous woman. But if you allow this modern culture and this modern society to teach you the Bible and to teach you these rules, they will turn you into a simp, because those rules are not meant to pander or sugarcoat to these new type of women. Understand that, because these new type of women have found the loophole in this, right? They say that, oh, but y'all want us to have babies. Y'all want us to have y'all babies. That's how it was written, so that we could take care of y'all through the babies. But these women have found the loophole. Now they get us to have babies with them. Then they alienate us. They have alienated the father. That's what their leader told them. The leader told them, get rid of the dad so you could do what you want to do. Reckless spend. He won't be able to control how you give us the money right back. We gonna give you $12 rent. We gonna give you some food stamps. But we don't want you to have the man there, because the man is the head. You just the body. And the man will be able to manipulate all this stuff that we're giving you and turn it holy to the point where y'all won't need us. You, ma'am, you won't need us no more. After about 2 years of us giving you this help and assistance, if you was to link with a head who had holiness in him, man. And that's the power couple though, guys. When y'all ask me, can a drug dealer and a sister with sense on food stamps and on public assistance be a power couple? If that drug dealer is doing it and he got his mind right, and this sister, it got her mind right, she a sister with sense, why not? Why not? That's how me and Miss Goodbread damn near got to where we at right now. Everybody gonna have their start. Who am I to judge the start? It's how you finish. It's how, you see, I'm finished. You can judge my start all you want to. You can judge my start all I'm here now. Remember, squad, I tell you like your mama used to tell you. I ain't your friends in the street. I'm your brother, all right? My brothers and my sisters. And keep in mind, guys, a lot of these women, these modern women, they don't marry before they carry, because they manipulated. That's part of the manipulation right there, guys. They found the loophole. Why get married to you and give you leverage when they could go straight in for the jugular? They can go straight in for the jugular. They know that their only value is to have your baby, so they can take your baby. They can get you to get a baby with them and pretend to be this love shit. And instead of divorce you and go through that process, they'll just send you to the child support court so that they can then take your money and raise your child. But it takes two to make a baby. You see how that works? It takes two to make a baby, but they get to take you to court, then take your money to help raise your child. But it takes two to make a baby. This is why I say it take one, fellas. And let this be a lesson to why it take us. It take us, one of us, to make a baby, fellas. She can't do that. She can't do this magic trick without us, without one of us. Guys, remember that. All right? Now, this has been real, guys. I hope y'all got the message. I hope y'all got the message. Remember, I come with love. I come with a loving heart, bro. I won. I ain't nobody competition. And sisters, the reason why my joint hit big is because, like I said, I'm your brother. I'm not one of your friends. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your husband. I don't need nothing from you. So I don't get nothing for lying to you, because I don't need nothing from you. See, majority of the people don't tell you the truth because they need your fish hole. And I mean, I don't need your fish hole from that level. I don't need that from you. Only thing I need from you is to do better, sis. That's all I need from you. You know what I mean? So I don't come at y'all as, oh, he hate women. I don't. Because when I log off here, I go love two of my daughters and Mrs. Goodbread. Those are 3 black women, man. So why are you mad? I just want you to do better. Because a lot of people lie to you because they want something from you. When a person that don't want nothing from you constantly is telling you something, you might want to listen. You might want to listen, right? See y'all, yo. Y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Try not to play with your life, guys.